Now I would like to introduce you to our very special guest in our event today, Dr. Chittaranjan Mahabashyam, joining us live from Hyderabad, India. Dr. Chittaranjan Mahabashyam is a living legend and a direct disciple of Dr. Balamurali Krishna. He is a renowned singer and composer with 6 decades of rich experience and expertise in the field of Telugu light music. He has a doctorate of philosophy PhD in light music and has been felicitated with the Kala Ratna Award by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh in 2008. Dr. Chittaranjan is also an AIR A-graded artist and will be joining us live from Hyderabad, India. He will be interviewed by Swati Vasudevan, co-founder of Sur Darbar, connoisseur of music, my mom, an ardent fan and rasika of Dr. Balamurali Krishna. Please welcome Dr. Chittaranjan Mahabashyam.
Namaste, Dr. Mahabashyam Chittaranjan Garu. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. I'm very happy to be. Namaste. I am very happy to be associated with your Sur Darbar, and you can ask me the required questions, please.
Okay. So, Uncle, on behalf of Sur Darbar and all of the Texas and US audiences, and maybe some from Hyderabad and India as well, we extend a very warm welcome to you on our live stream program. We are so happy that and blessed that you could take some time out from your busy evening schedule and spend some time with us. So thank you, Uncle and Chittaranjan Garu, for giving us this time. What I learned from reading your biography and from all of the resources available on the website, that you have had more than 63 years of association with Dr. Balamurali Krishna Garu. As you know, we are celebrating his, his 90th birth anniversary, and want to kind of offer this musical event as a tribute to him. So, can you please share with us what memories from your 63 years of association? Maybe in about 6 minutes, can you please share that with us?
Sure. I'm very happy to share this with you because it's a great tribute from my side to my Guruji. So, flute, the divine, descended on earth and blossomed as the form of Sri Balamurali. Flute, the divine, descended on earth and blossomed as the form of Sri Balamurali. This is the title I have given to my sort of lecture that I am giving to you today.
Thank you. Can I repeat that, Uncle? Flute in the form of Balamurali has descended on the earth for us.
No, I'll repeat again. Flute, the divine.
Flute, the divine.
Flute is flute. Flute, the divine, descended on earth and blossomed as the form of Sri Balamurali.
Okay.
That is why his Nama Mudra in Kirtanas is Murali. So,
okay, thank you.
Yes. And there is this sort of truth, that is that was the actual basis for his birth is known to very few of us, not many. So anyway, as is the truth and the secret of his greatness, he has built up like mountains, all his creation, and people will have it will be difficult for them to ascend those mountains and understand and get them by heart and so many things, learn so many things. So I'll narrate my experiences now. In 1957, I came into contact with Sri Balamurali ji. He was at that time a music producer in All India Radio Vijayawada, and 1955, and within 1.5 years, he was transferred to Madras radio station.
Okay.
From there, he came to Hyderabad in 1957. So I was a casual artist of music in All India Radio. So I came for a recording to All India Radio. I was studying my graduation final year in that year, 1957. So I met Sri Balamurali ji in the lounge of All India Radio. He was expecting me actually, because I was supposed to come for the recording. I came and I did namaskar to him, and he said, are you Mr. Chittaranjan? Yes. So he took me to the studios and asked me to sing many kirtanas as well as some Lalitak Geetams, that is Mellishai, as you call in Tamil Nadu. That is Tamil Nadu, Mellishai, that is light songs. So he heard me sing some 5 or 6 songs, and he said, I'm very much happy and satisfied. I will teach you some songs and I will record, he said.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
So, yes, first meeting itself. So I went to his house. To learn songs. He used to play viola also while teaching me the songs. He used to play viola. And while playing viola, I started listening to viola instead of the song. He said, what are you doing? So beautifully he was playing viola. So I said, I was listening to him. No, okay, it's all right. I said, I am learning the song, no doubt. But the way you are playing viola is completely, I am immersed in that. I said, I'll play. He was very happy, and he said, after learning all the songs, on the recording day, he was sitting by my side and playing viola for me, for all the songs.
Wow.
Yes, first time.
So he was a multifaceted, genius. What all instruments did he play, Chittaranjan Garu?
Yes, he used to play viola and mridangam. And without learning, that is the Saraswati Swarupa he was. So he could play any instrument. I saw him playing sometime veena also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. Anything he touches, he can play. That is the greatness. So such a great genius he was. And now I tell you, after recording all some 5 recorded within 1.5 hours, and while listening to the recording, I asked him, he said, okay. He said, I'm very, very highly satisfied. He said, that was great thing for me from such a great person.
Wonderful.
Later on, I started learning from him in Vijayawada. He got transferred to Vijayawada, and his house was some 3 kilometers distant from All India Radio Vijayawada. So I used to stay with him. And daily at about 9:30, we used to walk from his house to All India Radio. While walking, he used to teach me many songs like Kirtanas, Javanis, and while walking. And I used to learn like, and I would like, I said, I would like to ask you some questions. Come on, ask me. He, without taking even a minute, he used to answer my question immediately, without even thinking. Such a
Wow.
great person, great genius he was. So
Mm-hmm.
I learned many things from him. So how? Because I would like to say a thing. In Bhagavad Gita, it says, when you study under a guru, you should ask certain questions. That is, paripari prashnena. That means when he gives some lesson to us, I should think from all corners and learn that lesson by asking many questions. See, from all angles, thinking from all angles.
Correct.
How, what, why? Three questions I put to him. Why is it so good? How is it so good? And what is the element that is good in that? I used to ask him. He
Mm-hmm.
used to reply immediately. That's how a student can get lot of information and lot of knowledge from that. So I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
experienced such greatness from him. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
many of the
Uncle,
kirtanas, javelins.
yeah, you mentioned that, when you were walking with him, you have learned songs, and
Yes,
I'm sure you have learned so many. Can you recollect one or two that is very special for you? Some kriti or some
yes,
javali, something that you hold very special to you. Can you share your experience
yes,
about one or two,
yes.
please?
Sure. One kirtana he has composed not only in the Melakatha, 72 Melakathas he has composed.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows. And
Mm-hmm.
many of the Janyaras also he has composed. And with 4 swaras, ragas with 4 swaras and 3 swaras also he has composed. So I will song on Ganesha is called Sumukham. Sumukhayana is one mantra of Ganeshottara.
Mm.
He is called Sumukham. He
Mm.
Guruji has created a rag as a Sumukham.
Uh-huh.
Sare ma nisa sani ma Pratimadhyamam. Sani ma re sa sare ma Shachutrishamam Pratimadhyamam and Kakal Nishadam.
Uh-huh.
Sani ma re sa ni ma ni sa re sa Mahaniya Namasulive in Rupaktalam.
Mm.
Mahaniya Namasulive Manuchi Gai Punave Mahaniya Namasulive Manuchi Gai Punave Ni mare sani mannchi gai konave mahaniya namasulive यह बाधल बापू तू ही ना चल जा कुमार यह बाधल बापू तू ही ना चल जा कुमार सानी सरी सरी मरी समा Ni mari sa sa ni sari sari mari sama ni sa ni ma ri mari ri sa sari sari mari ma ni sa ni ri sa ni ma sa ni sa ri ma ri sa ni ri sa ni ma ri ma ni sa ri ma ri sa ni sa ni ma ri ma ri sa ni ma ni nama sulive Manchi gai punave mahaniya Namasulive.
Wow.
There is one.
Beautiful. Uncle,
Thank you.
what was the ragam is Saukyam? What?
Sumukham.
Sumukham. Sumukham. Okay.
Sumukham. See, Ganapati's one namam is Sumukha.
Uh-huh.
Sumukha was his namam. So he created ragam in the name of Sumukham. Raga's name was Sumukham.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was beautiful, Uncle. And you're at your age, you are able to sing it so beautifully. We are so blessed to have that opportunity to listen to you,
Thank
and
you.
share that beautiful ragam. It's really
Yeah.
wonderful. I was touched to listen to you. Moving on to the next question, we have a lot of young audiences, young students that are learning music, that are also
Yes.
participating in the event. What is one advice that you got from Dr. Balamurli Krishna Guruji that you would like to share with our audiences today? Is there something that he told you that you
Yes.
always
Correct.
followed
Correct.
and that you can pass on to us, students
Sure.
of
Sure.
music, please?
Yes. It is. I would like to share one more thing with you, which picks up your question. That is, we are descendants of Guru Parampara of Tyagaraja Swami. Yes, because he has written a very good Kirtana on Tyagaraja Swami, the Guru Parampara he has written. Sari Ma Pani Sa Sani Pamariga Sani Pamagari Sa in Kapi Ragam. Guruvula 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 Guruve Varamaina Tyagaraju Maku Guruvula Guruvula Guruve Venkata Varasubaya Maku Varasubaya. Venkata Subbayar was his disciple. Parama Guru Dakshinamurti Ma Guruve Ramakrishna Murali Ravali Rupamani Sadbhavame Mahabhagyamura Aham Bhava Rahita Nirmalamaina Mano Bhavame Mahabhavamura Bhava Raga Tala Sruti Swada Swabhavamu Telipina Guru Nipai Bhakti Bhavame Mahabhagyamura. This is wonderful Kirtana and copy.
Beautiful. I have not heard this,
yes.
Kriti. Lovely.
No. Nobody would have heard because I was in All India Radio Hyderabad as a staff artist, and he and many other musicians from Vijayawada and other places, they had come to Hyderabad to celebrate his Guru's Aradhanotsavam in Hyderabad. Aradhanotsavam anniversary. For that, he taught me this Kirtana also. I also sang with him this Kirtana on stage. Sari mapada nipamapa sari mapada magari magari, like this. Several beautiful phrases he has taken. Remapani madapari pamari maga, like this. Beautiful combinations he has used. So the audience was thrilled on the day when he sang this Kriti. So Tyagaraja, then Venkat Subbayar, then his Guru's Guru, that is Susala Dakshinamurti, from Machilipatnam, and later on his guru Parupalli Ramakrishna Pantulu. They were there, so that was third generation. Guruji's Balamurali's was fourth generation. Myself is fifth generation. Myself
So
and
blessed.
D.V. Mohan Krishna. So why I spoke about this means he follows only Tyagaraja's type of singing music, because that is with Bhava. Tyagaraja, Muthuswami and Shama Shastri, all the three were almost the same, but styles were a little different. Each of their styles, but still every swaram and every word and even letter of the Sahitya were predominantly audible to listeners.
Correct, very true.
That is very correct, and otherwise there is no need for Sahityam. Only Alapana and Sarakalpana can do. But why the Sahityam is there? And Bhava Prakatana, all of them are masters. All the three have attained godliness. Yes, Mukti. All the three staying in the same place. Tiruvayar and Tiruvarur. Well, the actual thing is Sarimapani Saripamagari, without giving lot of and of course all the ragas have no lot of gamakas at all. Like this, he takes many different modes from the raga. That is his, and so that's how we can develop the raga, what you call manodharma.
Yes.
What is manodharma? Manodharma means it's creation, because one thing I learned from him, that is the greatest lesson, I tell you. While we learn music, it is vidya, it is shastra. When we are presenting on the stage, it is art, that is kala. So kala, that means art is ever growing. It has ever to grow. Otherwise, it gets stagnant. So he taught me like that. So we have to create. If you see only the same sangatis for some kriti and always singing only that, after a certain time people will not be able to listen also, isn't it? Some novelty is required every time. So that depends on the creative faculty of the artist. So he said, yes, creative faculty of the artist, that is manodharma. So he says, Rema Pani Dani Pada Magamagari so many types of flourishes you can take, and still you maintain the raga. So that's how I learned. So this is the way people see when one sings ragalapana or even swarakala. Swarapana, of course, no problem, because he'll be singing swaras. But kirtana, by singing every, supposing with one line, Rani Samanevaru. This line, this sentence, lyrical, that means he says that there is no equal to him.
Ramani Samana.
Ramani Samana. So, how he created sangatis? Ramani Samana Mevaru. He says, second time. Some sangatis, he's giving importance to ni. Ramani Samana Mevaru. 4 words are there. 4 words. By singing different sangatis, he is creating different expressions by
For
giving
each word.
importance to for each word. Ramani, yes, yes. Ramani samana mevaru. Next time, Rama ne samana mevaru. Like that, many expressions. Ramani samana mevaru. Ramani samana mevaru. Some 4 or 5 sangatis, and each sangati creates some other inexplicable expression from that sangati.
Right.
Sangati. So,
Correct.
in Sahityam, that one sentence, the bhava is over. If he has to improve, he has to write another sentence also. But in music, it is not there. It's not required. Ramani samana mevaru raghuvancho. Beautiful raga denomination. Raga, you see, he has created ragas, what you call raga tattvam. He has explained raga. Yes. How in only one pallavi he has brought out the raga expansion completely. So like that, I have done a lot of research on Tyagaraja also, and I have given lecture demonstrations on Tyagaraja's kritis also. And there are several other things which normally normal audience cannot understand, but musicians can understand. Such things are also there. Well, now this will be a separate topic.
Yes.
But now, as you said, I have learned these things from my Guruji, because clear they should be clearly all the swaras when you sing the Sahityam, all the swaras should be clearly audible. Whether there is a gamakam or not, the swara should be clearly audible. That is one thing. Next is, along with swaram, every akshara, that is every letter in the words, everything should be easily audible to listeners. Then only total kriti will be with bhava, and everybody can understand. This is the most important thing that Guruji has completely demonstrated in all his creations.
That's a very valuable piece of advice. I asked for one, and you gave me so many, which is our blessing, Chittaranjan Garu, that we have got so many tidbits about how to use the words, how to emote, how to bring the bhava, how to pay attention to the lyrics. We are so grateful that you could spend some time. I would like to do a much longer interview with you. This is not doing justice to the vast expanse of knowledge that you have. But in spite of that, we wanted to make sure we introduce you to the Texas audiences and to the world around. You're a hidden gem. So we are very grateful to you for joining us on this event, and sharing some of your experiences with us. I will take leave now, and we will come back with a longer session with you where we can get to hear some more of your experiences with Dr. Balamurali Garu. We are so grateful again on behalf of everybody at Sur Darbar and everybody here in Texas. We wish you a very good night, and thank you for taking the time. Stay happy and stay healthy, and please continue to share your words of wisdom with the people around you. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Okay, ma. Namaste. Thank you, ma. Thank you.